Greetings. I hope you enjoy your ride today. How many contestants are there? 2 players. I think that's just groovy. First time on the ride for either of you? Well then, you won't be needing any more new instructions. It must be nice to know it all before you've even begun. May I have your name now, player 1? How gracious of you. Thanks. What about your name, player? Very good. Just one brief reminder. Here are your buzzer keys. Enjoy the ride. See you at the bottom.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide. This episode of You Don't Know Jack the Ride is sponsored by Crust Busters. We bust the crust or we go bust. And now, here he is, the hardest working guy in trivia, your host, Guy Towers!
All right, welcome to the game. You know, I heard you'd rather just roll over and sleep, but hey, maybe you can stay awake long enough to play, huh? What do you say? Screws all around, yeah, here you go. Now remember, you're out there for blood. Hit that S key and keep on hitting it. Okay, here we go. And hey, I promise we'll be done before that wet spot crusts over, okay? Player 1, give me some buzzer. Let's check out that cash. Hey, that'll work. All right, here's your category. I need a backhoe to break through this crust. And away we go. Say you want to bake a special Earth Day pie. If the crust of the pie is as thick as the Earth's crust, what will people have to cut through to get to the tasty filling? About 1 mile of cookie crumbs, about 20 miles of graham cracker, about 75 miles of crushed cereal, or about 130 miles of Zwieback. Player 1.
Almost there. Almost there. Oh my God! This pie's full of molten apple filling. Run for your life! Run for your life!
The Earth's crust is about 20 miles thick. And hey, what better way to celebrate the Earth than to do a little mining? Player 1, buzz in. How much cash are we going to make on this one? And your category is... Ew, you eat the crust? Okay, see if you can figure out this pizza-y analogy. Thick crust is to radio waves, as thin crust is to what? Is it gamma waves, television waves, X-ray waves, or microwaves? Take it, player 2. Radio waves are the widest, and gamma waves are the thinnest. Of course, my favorite has always been the deep dish waves with the crazy crust. Smack your buzzer, and the category is... So, why do they call you Crusty? Oh no, the Springfield nuclear reactor has exploded and the escaping radiation has mutated our favorite Simpsons characters. If Krusty the Clown mutates into a crustacean, which of the following body parts will he not grow? A shrimp tail, a scallop shell, a crab claw, or lobster antennae? Player 2, grab it! If Krusty grew a scallop shell, he'd be a mollusk, not a crustacean. And then he'd have to abandon his fans and go live in the water, which would be completely shellfish of him. Player 2. Stanky Tang chocolate reason. No, please, please no, please no, please no, please no. Great, gibberish, great, excellent, good job. All right, here's your gibberish category. Unnatural love in the summertime. Hey, remember, the sooner you buzz in, the more moolah you get. Okie doke, tell me if you will, with what common phrase does this gibberish phrase rhyme? Tan cuz hot. Give my head a bone. Oh, and ignore that dash in there, okay? Go for it, player 2. Type in... But if you do try to live by bread alone, you'll have really regular bowel movements. I'm just saying. All right, player. Nice. Not too shabby. All right, the category on this one is... Something old, something new, and some crappy music.
So, speaking of bread, you know how at weddings they always play sappy pop songs by that band named Bread? Well,
if you want to read a poem at your wedding that has the same title as a song by the band Bread, which poem might you choose? Charles Bukowski's Make It With You, Rudyard Kipling's If, Charlotte Bronte's Sweet Surrender, or Sylvia Plath's Baby I'ma Want You? All yours, player one. Kipling's poem If has the same title as the ever-popular wedding tune by Bread.
just a little word of warning, though. Showing the film version of Kipling's Rikki Tikki Tavi is a lame idea for the bachelor party.
Player one, hit your buzzer and see how much cash you can make. This one's called Tight Buttery Buns.
All right, a little bit over $3,000 here. Let's go.
If the Pillsbury Doughboy were to stand too close to an open oven and accidentally bake himself, what could you possibly snap off his toasted body as a tasty snack? His feet, his fingers, his belly button, or his nose? Player two! Well, the Pillsbury Doughboy is not quite anatomically correct, but he does have a nose. And how does he smell? Delicious. Player two, hit your buzzer and let's see what's in the kitty. Whoa, is your name Player two?
Well, that sucks. Oh well. Category.
That's what I call going down. Okay, you know about the Mile High Club, right? Yeah, sure you do. But geez, who can afford air travel these days? If you wanted to join the Mile Low Club, answer it, player two. What's the right answer? Went for three. Let's see. No, but the last time I was in Death Valley, I did get pricked by a cactus. And then I smoked a cigarette. Player one, you can take it. Player one. That big old hole is over a mile deep in some places. Whew. Unfortunately, you have to ride a burro to get that far down. By that time, you're too sore to be joining any club. All right, buzz in, player one, and let's see how much cash is up for grabs. Sweet choice, player one. Player two, could you go get me a beer? Player one, you got yourself your very own Dis or Dad. The category for this Dis or Dad is polishing Ving Rhames' Golden Globe. Okay, I'm going to read off the names of 7 movies. And for each one, I want you to tell me if it's a Jack Lemmon film, a Walter Matthau film, or both. You cash in for each one you get right, but you lose out for each one you get wrong or that you don't get to. You got 30 seconds to nail all 7. And we're up. Grumpy old men. Your old men. The Odd Couple. The Odd Couple 2. Out to sea. The front kick. Buddy, buddy. Beautiful. Player one, head of the pack. All right, let's keep going. Let's go, player two. Buzz in and let's see how much cash we're playing for. For your viewing pleasure, sure wish I hadn't wiped my mouth on that. Okay, here we go. Oh, wait. Oh, man. You know, I always write down the answers to these questions in my notebook, you know, to keep an official record. But I couldn't find my notebook before we started this game, so I've been writing my answers on this napkin. I just wiped my mouth with it and threw it away. God, I am such a bonehead. Ah! All right, well, see if you can help me remember. Which of these has not been a correct answer in this game so far? Grand Canyon, Gamma Waves, Shaggy, or his nose? Take it, player two. Shaggy. Yep, he's the answer to a question you haven't seen yet. Oh, Okay, player two. The category is It's Not a Tuba. Questions coming. If you buy your kids a Mr. Potatoes au gratin head, what will they be able to do with him? Place a corncob pipe in his corny mouth, slap a cheesy mustache on his cheesy face, pop a dopey hat onto his deep-fried head, or attach thick glasses to his thinly sliced head? Player 2, grab it. Potatoes au gratin is a cheesy potatoy dish with a crusty baked top. But remember to blow on Mr. Potatoes au gratin head before you play with him. He's hot. Player 2, hit your buzzer and let's see what's in the... Get ready for... I'd rather chew on a Wilma. Coming at you. If you pop a 1-a-day plus iron oxide tablet into your mouth, what will you get? Your daily dosage of gold, your daily dosage of formaldehyde, your daily dosage of rust, or your daily dosage of cheese? Player 2! You gotta answer it, Player 1. What's the right answer? You picked answer 3. How'd you do? Iron oxide is a fancy term for rust. You know, I don't even bother with pills. I just suck on an old nail. Oh, nice work, Player 2. You just screwed yourself. Okay, Player 1, hit your buzzer and let's see what's in the kitty. This one'll be... Scooby-Doo, where were you? Here comes the questione. Given his or her everyday wardrobe, which member of the Scooby-Doo gang would have the hardest time covering a hickey? Fred, Shaggy, Daphne, or Velma? Take it, Player 2. Well, you should have got this. I gave it to you. See, everyone else has their necks all covered up, but Shaggy just wears that damn t-shirt every day, so a hickey would be in plain view to the whole gang. Judging by that lame-ass goatee he's got, I'm guessing appearance isn't too high on Shaggy's priority list, you know? Player 2, hit that buzzer and let's see what you're going to be going for on this one. Wow, this clue is crusty and gross. Here, take a look. The origins of gross anatomy. Now remember, your anatomy won't be gross if you just wash it a couple times a day, okay? And pat it dry. Good luck! Man, this one's a squeaker. Player 1.
Time now for a page from the success journey with motivational speaker and full-time dreamer, Dr. Harvey Bass.
Let me tell you the story of a small farm boy from Alaska. He grew up in poverty, often cold, often hungry, many times forced to eat his own hair for sustenance. His father, a proud man, eked out a living raising caribou and selling their hooves to be made into pencil erasers. The father expected his son to take over the family business. Well, this bright, ambitious boy boy had a different idea. He had what I like to call a dream. The boy, at the tender age of 12, rented a car and drove from Alaska to a small island off the coast of Florida. There, he fulfilled his dream of growing a beard, smoking big cigars, and talking in a funny accent. Yes, that man is better known to you and me as billionaire entrepreneur and respected world leader Wilford Brimley.
This has been a page from the Success Journey with Dr. Harvey Bass.
One is for the heartache.
If you've ever been in love,
Two is for the tears.
or just had to do your taxes,
I'm itemizing the deductions you've taken through the years.
this album is for you.
I've got more than $400 of interest in you. Then I showed her my long form check here.
As sweet as your first kiss.
If you would